some woes. W-O-E. Woe to him that's alone. ECC 410. Woe to him that says to the wood, awake, and to the dumb stone, arise, and it shall teach. Habakkuk 2:19. Woe to you that spoileth, and you wasn't spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. Isaiah 33:1. Woe to the women that sew pillows on armholes. Ezekiel 13:18. And make handkerchiefs for the head of every statue to hunt souls. Woe to him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong. Jeremiah 22:13. Woe to the bloody city, it's full of liars and robbers. Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city, it's full of lies and robbery, the prey departeth not, the noise of the whip, and the noises of the rattlings of the wheels, and the prancing horses of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. There is a multitude of slain, great number of carcasses, there is none, and of their corpses they stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth the nations through her whoredoms and families. Whoredoms and families. And through her witchcrafts. I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nation thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast an abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile. Set thee as a gazing stock, and it shall come to pass that all that look upon thee shall flee, and say that Nivea is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Habakkuk 2:9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, to set his nest on high, thinking he may be delivered from the power of evil. Woe to him that devise iniquity, Micah 2:1, and that work evil on their beds when the morning is light, and they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. A message from the Book of Mormon, 1 Nephi 1:13. Woe, woe to Jerusalem, for I have seen thy abominations and the things my father read concerning Jerusalem, and it should be destroyed, that the inhabitants thereof, many should perish at the sword, and be carried away captive into Babylon. Woe to Charzan and Bethsaida, Luke 10:13. Woe to the scribes and Pharisees who are hypocrites, Luke 11:44. Woe to the lawyers, 11:46. Woe to those who build their tombs for the prophets, Luke 11:47. Woe to lawyers who take away keys of knowledge, Luke 11:52. Woe to them that go to Egypt for help, Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, put darkness for light and light for darkness, bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, Isaiah 5:20. Woe to the crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, Isaiah 28:1. Woe to the land shadowing with wings, Isaiah 18:1. Woe to the wicked, it shall be ill with him. The reward of his hands shall be given to him. Isaiah 5:8. Woe to them that join house to house and field to field till there's no place left. Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountains of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. Pass ye unto Calne and see, and from thence go to Hamath the great. Then go down to Gath of the Philistines. Be they better than these kingdoms, or are they borders greater than your borders? Ye that put far away the evil day, and cause the seat of violence to come near, that lie upon beds of ivory, stretch out on their couches, and eat lambs out of the flock. and the calves out of the midst of the stall, that chant to the sound of the viol, and invent to themselves instruments of music like David. They drink wine in bowls, and anoint themselves with the chief ointments. But they are not even grieved about the afflictions of Joseph. Therefore now shall they go captive with the first that go captive, and the banquet of them that stretched themselves shall be removed. A message from the Book of Mormon to Nephi 28. Woe unto him that's at ease in Zion. Woe be to him that crieth, all is well. Woe be to him that hearkeneth unto the precepts of men, and denieth the power of God and the gift of the Holy Ghost. Woe be to him that saith, we received and need no more. Woe to Ariel the city where David dwelt. Isaiah 29:1. Woe to thee, O land, when the king is a child, and the princes eat in the morning. This is a message from Wisdom. Wisdom 2:12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe to him that's faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. Woe to you that have lost patience, what will you do when the Lord visits you? Book of Mormon message to Nephi 9. Woe to him that has the law given and has all the commandments of God like unto us, and still fucks it up, still transgresses and wastes the days of his probation. For awful is his state. Oh, the cunning plan of the evil one. Oh, the vainness and frailties and the foolishness of men. When they are learned, they think they are wise, and they hearken not unto the counsel of God, for they set aside, supposing that they themselves, that their wisdom is foolishness, and their profit them not. They shall perish. Woe unto the blind, for they will not see. They are going to also perish. Woe to the uncircumcised of heart, for a knowledge of their iniquities shall smite them at the last day. Woe to the liar, he shall be thrust down to hell. Woe to the murderer, who deliberately killeth, he shall die. Woe to them who commit whoredoms, they shall be thrust down to hell. Woe to them that worship idols, for the devil of all devils delighteth in them.